Good evening. That's kind of an Americana approach, isn't it? Hi, folks. I'm sure, one of the big pictures today is Mutiny on the Bounty. And you see it in all the magazines, hear about it on radio, television. It's everywhere. Kids carry little boats with them. You see them standing like this on the street.
Ah, sinking.
You know, I saw it, of course, with Clark Gable and the other fellow, Charles Lawton. The other fellow, imagine throwing something out like that, the other fellow. But at any rate, this is a story about the sea, and it's about one of my favorites. I always love the ocean on calm days. And I went through 2 typhoons, and they weren't too calm. But I'm not going to tell you about my problems at sea. But at any rate, this is about Moby Dick. It's a story of a wonderful whale with a key in its side. But in my picture, if you saw the picture, you couldn't miss it. It was made up in sections. You know, the head moved, and then the middle, and then the tail. And it was about Moby Dick, which is a whale, and Ahab, who was played by, I think, Gregory Peck. Great, good-looking guy. My fella is named Arnold, and he's kind of a sissy. In fact, he's scared to death of the whale. And he's brought his mother along with him. And, you know, it's supposedly true that women are bad luck aboard ship. But Arnold doesn't believe this. And as the scene opens, we find Arnold and his mother, a big burly devil, just called It, and these guys pulling oars. And Arnold is looking out in the sea for Moby Dick the whale. Where is it? Oh.
All right, lads. Heave ho!
Don't use that word. Just tell them to pull the oars. You're funny. Heave is such a funny word.
Well, you're kind of a funny guy. I still say you're a bloody sissy.
Sit down. Tell him, Mom.
He isn't a sissy. He's my boy.
Well, all I've ever seen him catch is them bloody flounders.
Well, he'll catch something today, won't you, Arnold?
Yes, I will. There it is. There it is. There's that big devil. Where are my harpoons?
Yeah, take one of these.
You say one at a time. Costs money. I don't know where to stick him. They say if you stick him in the tail, they just go crazy.
Oh.
How could you miss a whale?
Well, get closer.
Don't chicken out now. I've got some hand lines over.
Shut up, Mother. Oh, that's one. How many have we got left? 7. Get in closer. Row, you little devils.
All right, come on, Arnold. Throw it, will you?
I will. That just hit him in the eye. Look at him, twisting and turning. Oh, isn't that a beautiful water spout? It's like somebody's got a lawn hose inside his mouth.
But, shut up, Arnold, and kill it.
That's a pretty thing to kill, and it's so big. I'll just keep throwing these things and sticking it. We're out of them, I guess. Throw some oars.
Throw this.
How's that? Somebody threw a weapon at him.
Wait a minute, Arnold. There's a signal.
Is it really? Oh, yes, it is. Give me my spyglass. Not that one with the silly things. Give me the real one. Well, somebody help me hold it. It's heavy. I don't understand signals. Tell me what he's saying.
It says Thomas A. Edison has invented the light bulb in Menlo Park. New Jersey.
Really? Oh, gee. 50 million tons of blubber. And gosh knows how many barrels of oil just shot. Just wait till we get back. When I get my hands on that guy from Menlo Park, I'll just squeeze him silly.
After the first show, I don't mean to repeat myself, but I did, and I'm not bragging, I have to tell you this because of something else. I did get a call from the President of the United States at my home, and we had 5 extensions, and when the call came, all of my friends that were there that night ran to the phones and were listening to Mr. Kennedy, our little conversation. And I say this now, I hope the President understands that he doesn't think he heard all this heavy breathing. I hope he doesn't think I'm either passionate or have asthma or something. But I must tell you that yesterday morning I got a call from the President, and I talked like a fool, sir, and yes, sir, and yes, sir. And it wasn't the President at all. It was this nut who called me. For fully 3 minutes, I was saying yes, sir, and I said a lot of personal things that I thought were apt to say at the time. And he sucks me in and goes on, and he solves the whole Cuban crisis on the phone to me. And then I realized, what would the President of the United States be telling me about Cuba for? I mean, I know they need my help, but not in every little detail, see? This nut, no. He just sounds just like the President.
Not exactly like him.
He has a plan to save Cuba. Listen to this. This is what he was telling me.
My plan was this, Jack. From one Jack to another. It has been my feeling right along. And I tried to get Congress to go along with me. My friends. Lyndon, who I saw about a year ago. We did a little short piece for National Geographic. But at any rate, it was my plan, has been from the very start of this whole entire situation. I've seen the photographs of the missiles and Cuba. As you can tell, I've been working on.
He was telling me all
I've been working on the word Cuba. And I said it is my plan to bring in people like Marlon Brando and have a frigate about 2,000 yards off. Have a spaceman, maybe 4 or 5. Have a caveman. Have a paper dinosaur. And to confuse these people so that they wouldn't know just what was coming off. Naturally, my plan was turned down. Well, it really hurt me, Jack. That's the reason I called. It's awfully nice.
But you did make a...
You must never interrupt the President. Wait a minute. I waited all my life to take over. Don't cry. Especially with a wristwatch that small. You can drown its numbers. It's kind of a wild thing, isn't it?
Thank you, Mr. President.
That's all right. Go ahead.